All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, in 17 days' time, Tinubu would have completed exactly 1 year in office, and Nigerians in the media space are beginning to dig out everything that the spokespersons of this administration said they were going to achieve within 1 year in office, and they are trying to compare them to what is happening now. The funny thing is, not only have they failed to improve on what they met on ground, the situation today is far worse. In fact, the status quo is a disaster compared to what we had on May 29, 2023 in this country. But this administration believes in one thing, and that is propaganda. They believe that no matter how badly they govern, they can sweet talk Nigerians into having false hope. We have seen Ajuri Ngelale say on TVC that the purchasing power of Nigerians has improved in the last 2 months. People are dying of hunger, and Ajuri Ngelale is lying all over the place. But lately, it has been Tinubu's vice, Shettima, trying to sweet talk Nigerians. Last week, he said their administration is using Peter Obi's proposed solution model. So what is happening in the economy right now would have happened even if it was Peter Obi that was in Aso Rock. And Nigerians quickly shut down that negative propaganda. They said, are you now trying to shift the blame to an innocent man that is just going about the country trying to help people? And few hours ago, Shettima came out again to try to brainwash Nigerians with another very annoying and funny concept. But Nigerians came down heavily on him. Before I show you what he said and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this inhuman move made by the APC again. Remember that an APC senator just last week shared burial materials to members of his constituency as constituency projects. And 2 days ago, APC governor of Kogi State deployed hunters to go and be fighting bandits to recover kidnapped students. Now look at what the APC has done again. Niger speaker to marry off 100 female orphans whose parents were killed by bandits as constituency projects. Plans are underway in Niger State to marry off 100 female orphans whose parents were killed following the deadly activities of banditry in the Mariga local government area of the state. Making the announcement to journalists in Minna, the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Abdulmalik Sarkindaji, expressed concern about the rising number of the orphans. The Speaker, representing Mariga State constituency, made a commitment to pay the bride price for the bridegrooms as part of his constituency project. He stated that the girls to be married off were chosen from the 170 girls whose names were submitted, but he failed to disclose the age range of the orphaned girls. Mr. Sarkindaji added that the necessary materials for the mass marriage ceremony built to take place at Bangi, the headquarters of Mariga local government area, had been provided. The lawmaker also said that the state governor, Muhammad Umar Bago, and the emir of Kotongara, Alhaji Muhammad Barau, would serve as guardians to the female orphans during the ceremony. He noted that the initiative was part of his constituency empowerment project to alleviate the suffering of the impoverished. The Kano State Commander General of the Hizbah Board, Sheikh Aminu Daurawa, is also built to grace the occasion slated for May 24th. Can you see the kind of inhuman treatment that these people are meting out to their fellow human beings? Because of your carelessness and your failure, bandits have killed their parents. And now, instead of improving their lives with education or skill, you want to marry them off to men that can't even pay bride price. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet here by Daily Justice says, which planet did this species of humans emerge from? Marry their women off as constituency project? Another senator from the north bought white burial clothes as constituency project. Why not feed them and stop them from dying? Why neglect them till they die and start donating white large clothes for their interment? Some northern politicians are an aberration. Well, this is the APC for you. And this tweet by Reformer Oluwaseun says, no empowerment plans or rehabilitation program for them as leaders, but marrying off orphans is what a leader sees as constituency project. How can a state or nation with leaders like this ever produce a world-class country? It is impossible. And that is why some people will say Nigeria cannot be together. But everything just got worse under the APC. This is how low the APC has dragged this country. All these guys doing this nonsense are APC senators. And this tweet by Lassie says, not sponsorship to learn a trade or scholarship to get an education. My brother, it tire me. And this tweet by Dow says, sometimes I think the North is about local politics of money sharing, sex and procreation. I doubt if the progress and stability of the entire country is really on their minds. It's not on their minds at all. And Karibo here says, what a devastating news. Very devastating. I mean, these girls were just born in a region where they are naturally not regarded as normal humans. What a shame. Now, let us look at how Shettima tried to sweet talk and brainwash Nigerians in that speech at Transcorp Hilton in Abuja, but failed. Look at how the papers reported it. Our taxes are not to frustrate Nigerians, but to create a system, Shettima. Kashim Shettima has stated that Nigeria's tax reforms under the administration of Tinubu are targeted at improving the system for the overall benefit of all Nigerians. He said, contrary to speculations in some quarters, we are not here to frustrate any sector of our economy, but to create an administrative system that ensures the benefits of a thriving tax system for all our citizens. Our aim remains the revitalization of revenue generation in Nigeria, while sustaining an investment-friendly and globally competitive business environment, he noted. While expressing confidence in the ability of the committee to deliver on the mandate, Shettima emphasized the significance of the task ahead, noting that we are gathered today because we are transitioning from the phase of proposal in the operations of this committee work to the phase of implementation. I am confident that both the federal and state governments stand ready to ensure the effective implementation of our reform proposals, and we shall provide the institutional framework to guarantee the adoption of the consensus of this committee, aligning them with our economic agenda, he added. That is the committee that gathered to agree on how to tax Nigerians. They are now ready to move into action, and he's telling Nigerians, don't worry. The taxes we are taking is to create a better system for all of us. We are not trying to frustrate you. But Nigerians said, no, we cannot be gaslighted. We cannot be deceived. We know what you are doing. We are not stupid. We know the game. And this same committee on fiscal policy and tax is the committee whose chairman, Taiwo Oyedele, told Nigerians that they were going to increase VAT, that is value added tax, very soon. But he said they will tell manufacturers not to increase prices of goods. Something that even the dumbest of us knows that it is not possible. He said they will call them and work out the mathematics with them. Prices will not increase. Something that has never, it can never happen. It's practically impossible to increase VAT and not have prices increase. But this man came out and told us that they are going to do it. Can you now see that we are being taken for a ride by these people? And now Shettima is telling us that the taxes they are taking from us is not to frustrate us. It is to create a system. Look at how Nigerians reacted. Let's take some of the tweet reactions. This tweet here by Okoli says, what happened to the fuel subsidy and power subsidy funds? Isn't that enough to create your proposed systems? Instead of you to invest in security, agriculture and human development, you are borrowing to invest on the coastal highway that wouldn't be completed at the end of your tenure. The economy needs a boost, not unnecessary expenditure. By the end of 2024, we wouldn't have enough money in our national reserve to float naira as forecast by the IMF, and our leaders aren't worried. The IMF has already said by the end of 2024, CBN will not be able to back the naira again. So the dollar will begin to rise crazily. compared to the naira. So those people saying it's going to hit 4,000, 5,000 naira, don't blame them. Oh. They are following the statistics on ground. And this tweet by Aye Mojuba says, to create a system of frustration, Wiri. He said the system you are still trying to create is to bring frustration. And Adewale Dudu Yemi says, what has your government created that you are taxing? There must be something you are taxing, and it must not be unemployed, underpaid, and poverty-stricken life of the citizens. That is what Peter Obi kept on saying, and everybody is getting it now. And Abdullahi Muhammad here says, you have no idea how Nigerians are feeling the pain of miserable poverty and hunger. A banker, 8-year ex-governor, now vice president, such privilege wouldn't allow you to come closer to many underprivileged citizens. How could you increase taxes without increasing their income? That is it. They don't care. And this tweet by King Abdulaziz says, your administration's taxation system is mere wickedness, Mr. Shettima, compared to what other countries' citizens enjoy in their country before being taxed. When they come at you with they pay taxes heavily in other countries, ask them the things they enjoy in other countries. Do we enjoy them here? And Egba James says, Shettima, you can't be putting up taxes to citizens that earn the lowest minimum wage in the world. Olori Buruku Oshi. That is it. That is the part they will never want to discuss with you. For close to 9 months, they have been working on setting up a new minimum wage for workers in Nigeria, and it keeps hitting a stalemate. Any amount they call, they say is too much. But if it is to increase their own salaries by 110%, they do it within the twinkle of an eye. But I don't blame them. The Yorubas will say, Toba funwere loko oma roko sodo arai. That if you give a madman hoe, he's going to hoe the same way a sane person will hoe towards himself. That is what they are doing. It is very difficult with the way followership is in Nigeria for leaders to get there and not to steal money for themselves, because Nigerians are divided. They know that whatever action they take, the people are still going to judge them based on tribe and religion. So how will they perform? It is when the people put aside these sentiments and they begin to say, no, our own welfare is sacrosanct. Our welfare too is germane to us. And we will only vote in leaders whose hearts beat for the people, and the people are ready to vote and stand by their votes and ensure that the systems do the right thing. That is the only time Nigerians can be liberated from the hands of those politicians. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news where una go like. Why? Because now because of una. Now I dey here. So don't go away. Don't go away.